plastic surgery part or the... I'm sorry.
Dude, are you anti-plastic surgery?
Yeah, of course I am. What? But that's not even relevant to this. Okay, what do you want me to say?
Are you also high? Like
No,
like
I'm just... I love women. I love you, and I love women. And I get giddy sometimes when I can share space with women that I love so much. That's what's going on right now.
But you share space with Melina all the time, you know?
Okay, and that's why we're polyamorous. There's room for lots of love. That means many love, okay?
Wait, aren't you guys like open, not polyamorous?
It depends on how mad Melina is at me at any given point in time.
Oh, okay. That sounds healthy. Yeah. But I feel like the open
I'm just
thing...
kidding. We're open relationship, not polyamorous, guys. Sorry.
Okay. That makes more sense because the poly thing is always... I don't know. I have so many friends that are poly, and the...
If anybody tells you any of that, that's a red flag, okay? Be careful. People that do non-traditional relationships.
I feel like you say a lot of things that are red flags, though.
Yeah, I do. And I would tell people.
Yeah. Like the whole, I hate condoms. I feel like that's a red flag.
True, it is. My whole life is a giant red flag, so stay the fuck away.
Like, every guy hates condoms, but if he has the confidence to say that, like, out loud...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say it. You prefer somebody to just stealth you?
Whoa, no. I would prefer if he just knows that it's super socially unacceptable and he recognizes that there are so many risks that it would be, like, ridiculous for someone to not judge him if he said that.
Wow. Well, sometimes you just gotta be Sigma. Go your own way.
How's that working out?
Well, I've been married for 3 years. I have an ultra successful career. I live in a nice place down in Miami, and everybody in the internet loves me. So I think it's working out pretty fucking well for me.
How did you bag Melina? Like, how did that happen?
I think I had to pay her dad like 50 grand, and he just gave me his daughter.
I feel like she's worth more than that.
Well, when she was 20, she wasn't. But I've trained her. I've cultivated her.
What the fuck? Why?
Turned into a big streamer.
So you feel like you've invested on her, so now her worth is higher?
Yeah, exactly. So now I can resell her if I need to. For
how much do you think you would
the
resell
value,
her for?
At least 500K.
500K? Really? I actually think she could go for a lot more than that. Maybe. Especially with the streaming career and stuff.
Listen, it's a hard market, a lot of inflation, things going on right now. I don't know, maybe. We'd have to see.
Do you ever feel like, your image of your version of dating advice? Because my friends always tell me that my version of like, all my friends think I give the worst dating advice, right?
Yeah.
Which your community agreed with. So, and they always say that, like, my experience in the dating world was just not a normal experience. Okay. But don't you think it would be the same thing for you?
No,
especially
I think I give great dating
you're
advice.
Like a big time celebrity and stuff.
I don't give advice from the perspective of a celebrity. If I did, and people were to ask me, where do you find girls? I would say just go look in your Instagram and Twitter DMs. But I don't say that to people because I'm not fucking stupid. The only people that say I give bad dating advice are incels or black-pilled losers that think that they can't do anything at all to improve their life position, so they go on a massive cope spree, and they just try to say, oh, you're just a streamer, blah, 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 and they'll just spam that all day. But those that know,
you don't think there's any legitimate criticism about any of your dating advice ever?
If you want to criticize my dating advice, that's fine. But if you're just like ultra fucking ass man, you go, oh, well, you're a streamer, that's not criticism. That's just you being in full cope
But do you
mode.
think do you think it might have colored, your perspective at least a little
Considering that I had a child before I ever got into streaming, I had a beautiful ex-wife, I did a pretty banging chick afterwards, I think I did okay, considering that I was a cystic acne loser in high school. And I'm fine, okay? I think I did okay for myself, better than most of these fuckers before I even touched any kind of internet streaming shit. So, one, no, I'm fine, okay? And number two, if anybody has a problem with any of the shit that I say, then yeah, we can argue about it. I'm not saying I'm right on everything, but people that try to say, oh, he's wrong with that just because he's a streamer, that's just a massive cope for losers, for black-pilled losers.
Well, I'm not a black-pilled loser.
Okay,
so
cool. That's good. That's great. Because if you disagree with anything, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, yeah.
So you really don't think that it's useful at all to create an image in your head of what the person that you would want?
Yeah, of course, but I'm saying that it's hard to get. So here was okay, I'm not trying to rag on you, okay? Because I love you because you're a woman, okay? Even if you're a virtual woman, okay? But
I thought
my
you were a misogynist.
I have a love-hate relationship with women, okay? The issue is that, so like the big things of your advice, like get an education, then get a good job, and then go to the gym. You're saying like get red, get rich, and get shredded. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, if everybody did that, they'd be fine, right?
Okay, what do you think's keeping people from doing that?
What do I think is keeping people from doing that? I think that a lot of people missed out on a lot of basic socialization shit past high school, and they have to like go back and like train to do that. I think I think that's a big thing. I think the number one most important thing that a lot of people are missing is like some kind of socialization. It used to be that we met people through like friends of friends, or we would do community related things, or you'd have like big family related stuff depending on the type of family. But now we're very much like hardcore segregated into sects. Like how many people, and you know what makes it even worse, and it's funny because even when it gets worse, people are happy about it. So like here's, for instance, this is really bad for you guys, and I stand by this, and there's going to be some people in chat, some devs that are mad. Work from home is probably the worst thing in the world, because I guarantee you that starting like 1 year ago, there are going to be some people that literally live and die without ever leaving their fucking house. Okay, their legs are going to rot and fall off. And they're just going to be on their computer, like bragging online that they work 3 different jobs because they're able to with work from home. They're going to DoorDash every meal. They're never going to see another human being ever. Like, that's not good, dude. That's like, that's fucked.
No, I agree. Like humans were meant to socialize. Like it's part of us. So it causes a ton of problems.
Yeah.
It also causes like tons of health problems, right? Because not moving, isn't that worse than smoking cigarettes in terms of like your health?
I've always heard this, but I need to dig into those studies more. The idea that like having more friends can be predictive of better mental health outcomes and like even physical health outcomes. Like,
Yeah, but like what's the solution for that? Like, okay, you guys, you and Abba, I think that's his name, like memed about